Good day, guys. Welcome back to my channel. Today we'll be talking about the div tag in HTML. There's a tag called the div tag. It serves as a container in HTML. Actually, it's just like a function. In most backend programming languages, there are something we call functions, whereby you eliminate everything in block method. So that's what the div tag stands for, just like a function. So the way it works, not that there's actually no changes when you are not yet doing learning your CSS or making use of the CSS file. So when you are just using the div tag in HTML, there is no changes in the web. Actually, you can see the way I input the div tag here now. Let me just comment it out. When I comment it out and I refresh my browser, there's no changes. When I remove the comments and I still refresh my browser, there's no changes in the browser. So the changes comes when you start learning your CSS. Then you can style the container the way you want to style it. It's just like a division or a section in HTML document. It serves as a container, then it is styled with CSS or manipulate with JavaScript. Yeah, you can also when you start learning the CSS part of the front-end programming language, you learn about how you can manipulate the div tag to your taste. Yeah, it serves as a skeleton whereby the CSS you can use the CSS to manipulate the data inside the div tag. Maybe there are some particular data in your programming language, or let's say like a form, a form in your web page, and you want the color of the form to be different from the color of the background of the web page. So the div tag stands as a container whereby everything that is in the form is inside the div tag. So anything you manipulate in the div tag, or any adjustment you made in the CSS while tagging the div tag, so the changes will be made in the form in the browser. So that's just the use of the div tag. So when using the div tag, there's something we call attribute of div tags. Like, say you can say a class. Let's say class, sorry guys, class equal to, then you can name your class. Let's see, you can name it form. So when you're calling the div tag in the CSS file, you have to call it as the form class, that is .form. So it will be referring to the div tag in the HTML file. That's how to call for the div tag, and that's how the div tag works. So thank you. We'll meet in our next video. And actually, in our next video, I think we'll be talking more of CSS now. I think we are done with the basics of HTML already. So we're going to the CSS part of the front end development. Thank you very much.